Hello friends, it's Julie, and today we're going to do something different. We're going to put together some mystery grab bags for my antique booth. And now the things that I'm going to do today can apply also to doing a junk journal lot for eBay. So I don't know if you've seen those junk journal lots, but they're not really junk journal. Excuse me, junk drawer. I've been researching junk journals all morning. Junk drawer lots where you have a bunch of things and then you auction it off. So you can do it either way. But to start here, I do have some bags. I have my tags that I made up myself on Publisher, stapler, some things. And then I've got these tins that I had at Christmas time in my booth that didn't sell. These are the ones that didn't go. So I have 4 left. So I'm going to just check and make sure that these are not Christmas theme, because if they are, then I well, it's okay if they are. Actually, some people, Christmas sells all year round. I'm just going to see what's in here. So this one I have, this must be a modern one. Yeah, basically a modern thing. So what I have on my junk journal, sorry, I keep using the word junk journal. What I have here for this mystery bag, this I usually try to put some themes together. So this one is theme would be probably modern accessories. So that's what I'm going to write on the tag here. And all of my bags I just priced $5. I know some people will charge more, but I just don't. So I'm just going to keep it all together, wrapped up. No need to reinvent things. Oops, except it ripped. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to put things in here then. A lot of these things are things I got like in box lots or such, or they're just leftovers from other things. This I'm going to set aside because I will use that in something else. And I just do 2 folds like that. Make sure I'm not going to staple anything that is actually part of it, and put it on here, and then I staple it. One thing that I put on my tags is that do not sell if open. For one thing is you don't want people to go in and open your bags and see what's in there. And another thing is once it's open, you can't guarantee that what you put in here for them is still going to be in there. So, but I have a booth right next to the front, so I don't usually worry too much about things being open. Okay, one down. Okay, next one from leftovers. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is unisex one. Yep. And it's all vintage. So I'll just put vintage unisex. And yes, what do you put in your things? So how I decided was I want to have something like something that has a little bit of significance to it, or just a bit more something to it. So that's why I'm putting in this one new old stock belt, because it's a larger piece, so they feel like they got something. And then I add in some accessories, like I have a bunch of these photos, and then a little photo pack strip, a little Montana sticker, a pencil. Maybe I'm not going to put this in here because I'm saying vintage, and there, how about vintage and modern? Let's do that. Yeah, then I'm going to add this back in. So then I have just a little bit of lots of different things. Oops, there's something else. I want a tape measure. So these are the things that is going in this one. And I want them to have something that's going to be worth much more than $5. Like a lot of these things have been in my booth and they just didn't sell. I'm just going to lot it up and then it's gone. There we go. I'm going to put the strap side down. I always put the big stuff in first, and then the little things like that. So one of the things that I see a lot on the Facebook and vintage and antique booth groups is that people ask what's selling, and for me these sell really well. And because I put good things in there, I've seen somebody unbox on bag one that had broken stuff in it. Now, maybe the things weren't broken when they first went in the bag, but so then you have to wrap them nice because people are going to shake it and look at it. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people say I would never buy one. Okay, but we're resellers. A lot of people love these. I live in Montana, and for example, we have a Montana lottery. The tickets sold out within 2 hours. So people here love games of chance, and things like this is right up their alley. I'm not saying that it's going to be successful in every market, but it doesn't, oops, I forgot the pencil. It doesn't take much to test it out. Just take a few things. All right, this one. Ooh. All right. See what we got. Oh, here, this is another one. That's the same thing, but very similar things. So we're going to do vintage and modern, unisex. And I write the tag out before I put things in the bag because I might forget what I was going to say. And another thing is I make sure to take any price tags off, because if somebody buys this in the shop and then they open it up, they could, and they take it out and stuff, somebody could say, oh, did you buy that? Did you purchase that? So I want them to not have prices on them. I want them to not have to worry about being accused of stealing something. Kirby Puckett. Why did I put him in there? Oh, yeah, I'm a Minnesota Twins fan. I grew up in Minnesota. But, you know, what am I going to do with it? That's probably what I thought. You know, what am I going to do with it? I don't collect baseball cards. I'd rather have it go to somebody who would like it. So, now some people will actually cover the staples up on the backside, and it can be a snaggy point for somebody. So you could consider doing that. Just put something on there, like tape or something. While we're doing this, I need to get a bag. I have plenty of bags. And here's one of my 31 bags. And I put them in here so that you don't want to overpack them because they can get crushed. And then they're not in the same condition when you get to the store. So I just lightly pack them, because once I overpack them and they look terrible when I got there. And last one, and then we'll get to putting together new sets. And this is, once again, the same thing. Vintage and modern unisex. Oh, you know, this is boy. Ha. Okay, because I had stickers. So vintage and modern boy. Mom or dad might like to get their kids something that's $5. You know, you've got some cards in here. Little fishing doodad. Wings. So there you go. All right, now we have all the old ones done. So now we kind of take a look at what we have here. So I've got a kitchen item. I've got a bunch of cards. I'm not sure why these are in here. That's not really. I've got postcards, some little more little trinkets and stuff like this. So that could be for unisex. I don't say man because women enjoy those things too, but there are some things that are lots really women. And this would be. It's a reloading notebook. Not really something I would sell on its own. So this could be like the centerpiece of that one. So I got some extra stickers, some glasses, yeah, all kinds of things. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 girl ones because these are pink and for little girls. So I'm going to get, let's see here, stickers for them. So a sheet of stickers that are basically girly stickers. Some of these could be for a boy as well, but hearts usually are for girls. I've got a couple of these things like this for kids. I could give them a couple little girl photos they might like. Play with a couple things like that. Might be fun for them. Get them into the vintage stuff at an early age. Okay, this is a jar that I had for sale. It was a grab mystery, you know, just kind of a jar. And I had it priced for $4.95 and nobody wanted it. So I figure in that case, then I'm going to take it apart because it was in there for a couple seasons. I always tape these jars closed like this with packing tape. Because once again, people could open up and mess around with it. So if you're doing something like this for eBay, doing a junk journal lot, you want to have those wow factor things in a junk journal. Okay, I've never really done a junk journal, but I've watched a lot of videos on them. But you want to have, a lot of times, like coins are very popular, and and things like that. So I'm going to add them each a little bling. And see, I think I had some cheap little rings in here somewhere. Here. I got these off of Amazon, and when I got them, I like, these are so cheap. So I want to give them something that looks cool, like maybe that looks like a princess. Something with a little bit more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 things. Let's see if we can find one more thing to put in there. Well, you know, I have these, so I guess I'm okay with that. All right, so now you remember that I had put aside that tissue paper. So that's what I'm gonna wrap up the Disney glasses in. I got these as a set from the thrift store, and they didn't sell for over a year. So I think I gave a couple away to my sister when she was here, and then I put a couple of them in the Christmas boxes. Put that in here. So this is, I'm going to call this Retro Girl. It's not quite all modern because the Disney glasses are also old, and the stickers, everything is kind of older. Now with this, you can either put this in a little something, or I think that's what I'm going to do. I have a bunch of these bags. I don't know where we got them from, but at one point we thought we needed a bunch. And they come in handy. I'm going to put this in there just to make it look a little nicer. And then another one for the ring. So, there we go. And then we have sparkly stickers. So there we go. So that, hopefully that will make a little girl happy. She's got something to play with, something of her own to drink out of. That. So this piece that ripped, it doesn't really matter so much when you're using it as packing. There are tons of patterns out there, these old these patterns, and a lot of them aren't valuable. I mean, you always want to check. But some of them that are already cut, you don't really want to sell. Because once they're cut, they're just, you know, there's for a certain size, and the pieces have probably been used and pinned and maybe torn. So I would only really sell whole patterns that are good ones. What should we do next? We've got some kitchen and decor. How about some women things? So let's get some centerpieces for the women. One of them could be this. And so I'm going to be doing modern and vintage possibly with these. You know, I don't have a lot for women. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I have these little things of lace. Maybe they could each get, these are extra miscellaneous pieces. So what is this? A little trinket box. That'll work. Oh, here's a purse hanger. But just put a little bracelet in here. You can get the same thing. I have this stack of postcards, and this is all the same. I'm going to just stick one in each of them. Here's one, and a little girl. So there, they get a couple vintage. All right, now we're going to do what I have a lot of, and that's going to be unisex. There's this item. This one can be a centerpiece. Is a bottle opener. 406 is the area code for Montana. We still only have one area code. So I have tons of these packs of baseball cards. And I'm also going to add these postcards. I'm going to give them each a keychain or something from here. Here's a Montana item. You know, wait a second. I'm going to do this one as a Montana. So I'm going to change that up to the Billings as well. That go there. Got a whole bunch of these. This is a little matchbox. These are the old cool looking keys. Oh, here's a Montana postcard. Little locks. Something to do with men's stuff. This will go good for the Montana. A thing we can put in there. I have a whole bunch of these bookmarks. Like that. And see, they can each have a picture. One there. There's a Montana there. There we go. Okay, that should be enough. I could keep going on because I've got tons of stuff for this theme. And actually it sells pretty well too, because women like it, men like it.